My name is Bob King, and I'm age 55. I started in financial services in the late 80s for 4 companies until early '09. My last major assignment at a U.S. bank, I was in charge of price verification for traded products, actually for credit products, bonds, loans, credit default swaps. We worked on the trading floor. We had Bloomberg terminals. We had television showing us how the market was deteriorating every day, and it was very stressful. So what happened was the markets were starting to fail in late '08. There were companies that were looking for help, looking for money or looking for a partner, and I was in a situation where there was also some internal consolidation of groups to save cost. So between us, the firm I was working for, looking for partners on the outside, we were also going through this internal consolidation, and I ended up being a victim of a combination of those two things. My last day at that bank was early March of '09. So from that day, it's been over a year. On my unemployment benefits, I've been collecting, I've been on unemployment close to 9 months. On my personal life, I'm married. I have 2 children who are both in high school. One big thing we're going through now is the college search process. Well, actually, the decision process. But one good thing is my wife has the benefits. She's a teacher assistant on Long Island. It's weird because now she's working and I'm not. It's kind of strange. I'm not in a position where I can not work anymore. So, and my wife sometimes she gets nervous and she says, "I can't believe you're never going to work again," things like that. So I feel the pressure. Plus, the college thing is another thing. I prepared myself pretty well, but I never expected to be out of work for this long. My job strategy has changed since the beginning. In the beginning, I think I was more the old-fashioned way, coupled with computer technology, where I was looking for ads, looking for jobs, posting resumes, and doing a little networking, but not enough. So as time has gone on, I said I'll try anything. So I started joining, some networking groups. I started getting really involved in LinkedIn, and a lot of the people that I know, unfortunately, who would be good networking people, are also unemployed. Everything I've tried so far hasn't really worked that well. Maybe I should be more open to other things, because I'm fearful. I don't want this to go on much longer. I really don't. And I think the longer it goes on, the less likely people find things. And then the guilt. I feel guilty sometimes if I'm not. I don't like the feeling of always feeling like I have to be looking for a job constantly. Like I got to give myself a little bit of a leeway to do other things sometimes and not feel like I should be sitting at the computer, or if everywhere I go I got to feel like I'm networking every place I go. I can't do that. It puts pressure on every situation you're in. Like, oh, gee, maybe I should ask that guy what he does for a living, or if he knows anybody, or even like if I go to a party or something, I feel like, oh, who's at this party? And then if I don't do something afterwards, I feel like, you should have done this, or I beat myself up, like, you should have talked to this person more, you should have done this. And then I realized, I can't keep doing that, because you drive yourself nuts. So I like to look for opportunities, but I want to be able to not have to do that sometimes. Like to just turn it off. I just want to be, contributing. In other words, I feel like, some days I feel like, what is my purpose? When you work your whole life and you're the main provider, you feel useful. But so I'm trying to find what my niche and what my purpose is going forward, and that's kind of a big thing for me. The money is important as well, but I want to be doing something. When you have a job, you identify with the job, you're part of that, that's your identity. Now I'm having trouble with that identity thing. I think a job has a purpose. There's a lot of things that I didn't realize that when you work that you have that you don't even think about, like, belonging to something, having somewhere to go, having a purpose, meeting people, just being out in the world. So I've come to a lot of realizations like that through not working. And I also realized that, yeah, it's nice to have free time, but there's too much time. Too much time.